By my count, we should have 3 more trainers here before we exit out of the Victory Road. And yes, I encountered yet another wild Pokemon at the start of this video. I can't catch a break, can I? And I know for a fact that these 2 trainers I'm about to face, they both have grass moves, a grass type team and a water type team respectively. But they're not as threatening as, say, the ones from Blaze Black and Volt White's Victory Road, that's for certain. Otherwise, I think these guys would be having weather teams. Okay, I believe this guy has the water type team, but don't worry, there's not going to be any rain involved, that's for certain. Otherwise, I'm not really sure what I would do. Anyway, I took a look around Bulbapedia and I saw that in Pokemon Yellow, Nidoking, Giovanni's Nidoking, that is, also learned Thunder. I didn't remember that. I just remembered Nidoqueen using Thunder because, well, I kind of died to Nidoqueen's Thunder because I killed off my Butterfree. Yes, you heard me right. I used a Butterfree in Pokemon Yellow. Yeah, I think Butterfree is the last Pokemon you expect me to use. But hey, don't knock it till you try it. Yeah, occasionally when I play Yellow, sometimes I use Butterfree. Like I said, don't knock it till you try it. So yeah, I actually had no idea that Nidoking also had Thunder. And I really, maybe Thunder should have made a comeback in this game, like say, Giovanni's Nidoking and Nidoqueen should have had Thunder, just to make the battle a little bit more interesting. Maybe give a little surprise to you, I guess. Feel free to disagree if you want. Not only that, I also saw that the levels were significantly higher than it was in this game. But hey, the levels were just fine. It's just that I wish I had a little bit of a challenge. Because as far as I'm concerned, the challenge I was facing there, yeah, it was anything but a challenge. Okay, speaking of the Victory Roads in Black and White, Blaze Black and Volt White, that is, I never got to talk about the one in Volt White 2. Yeah, it was kind of like the first one, except I didn't really get much of a It's So Hard vibe, I guess. Mostly because in the first Black and White game, I was encountering just random wild Pokemon. I had no idea what I was going to encounter. So yeah, I had to just swap around my team members a little bit, just so that way I could match whatever I was facing. Also, a few videos ago, I was talking a bit about the weather teams that I was facing there too. I did face weather teams in Volt White 2's Victory Road, but it wasn't until the very end of Victory Road. So yeah, as you can imagine, it was, it was kind of hard, mostly because of the abilities. And mostly because I chose to play on challenge mode, so as you can imagine, it was a little bit more harder. It was a bit more harder. But hey, I can take it, don't worry about me, I was fine. Except I was struggling a little bit, but hey, that didn't really faze me very much. But these trainers did put up a good fight, especially one trainer in particular. I believe one trainer had a Garchomp on their team and actually almost killed off my Lapras using Outrage. Yeah, I know Lapras is pretty bulky, but hey, this is Garchomp we're talking about. That thing hits hard. So yeah, eventually I think I did kill it with an Ice Beam, but I don't quite remember if it had an item on it. Maybe a Focus Sash or something. Or maybe it was a Yashi Berry or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure if it did have an item. All I know is I had a little bit of trouble with it, so yeah, there's that. And also, after I fought the doctor, I had to make mad dashes back to him after I fought him because of how much Victory Road was taking a toll on my team's energy. Such as, say, the ace trainers and the veterans. Yeah, those people there know how to put up a fight. But as for the one in Volt White, I had to make a mad dash to the doctor, and I wasn't even halfway to the doctor quite yet. Mostly because of everybody there having 6 Pokemon, and mostly because of the random battles there too. And fighting the doctor was pretty hard too because of his team. His team consisted of slow Pokemon and using Trick Room. So yeah, I guess you know where I'm going with this. Okay, I'm gonna go with Vaporeon for Parasect, mostly because I don't have any more Ice Beams on Articuno, and since the only move I have is Fly, well, except for Blizzard, Parasect has Effect Spore, and I really don't want to trigger that, so that's why I didn't go with Articuno. And I didn't go with Zapdos either. And that's why I want to go with Vaporeon. Actually, I want to use Vaporeon for this girl's entire team, but I guess I want to give Articuno a little bit more experience points. Okay, I'm gonna put Vaporeon in the lead because the last trainers are, believe it or not, in that upper right-hand corner. Yeah, I did say 3 more trainers here, even though technically you see 4. But since it's a double battle, I count that as just 1 trainer battle. Okay, now you want to push this boulder to the left over to its respective spot to get rid of that barrier over there. Yeah, first time people play this game, I bet they're wondering where's the boulder that you have to push over to that point in order to break that barrier. I'm not really sure if I was one of those people who wondered that when I first played this, but I don't quite remember. All I remember is I kind of struggled a little bit in the first part of Victory Road. Oh yes, another team I saw in Volt White's Victory Road is a team that's based around Sturdy and Focus Sashes. Yeah, a lot of trainers there put a lot of items on their Pokemon, so as you can imagine, the battles could be a lot harder. Especially for the team that I mentioned. So as you can imagine, yeah, I was kind of frustrated with that team I was facing. Unless, of course, you want to put any entry hazards in order to negate Sturdy or any Focus Sashes, but to be honest, I only use Focus Sashes. I only use entry hazards if I want to play competitive battling. Okay. Articuno's in the lead because I want to get a little bit more money from these two. Even though these cool trainers didn't really give out a whole lot of money, still. At least I want to get a decent amount, I guess. And since this is a double battle, maybe I should get, I guess a nice amount of money. Or something. Okay, let me see if I can nail a Blizzard against these two. Given if one of them survives, possibly Nidoqueen. Oh no, it doesn't survive. Okay, I was kind of expecting it would because it is more sturdier than Nidoking, that's for certain. Or I could be wrong about that. Oh well, not that it really matters because I'm not really sure if Blizzard would have connected on one or even both of them or something. Okay, 4320. Okay, I guess that's something good. Okay, that was the last trainers in here. This guy over here is not a trainer, but a move tutor. He will teach my Pokemon Double Edge. However, I am not a fan of recoil moves, so I'm just going to turn it down. And with that, I'm out of here. Okay, there should be a few hidden items around here, like a couple of them over here with this Lumberry. And there should be one hidden item here among these, whatever they're supposed to be, statues probably. Okay, it's in this dead end over here. Okay, is there any more hidden items around here? Let me check real quick. Okay, guess there's nothing. Okay, off to the Pokemon League then, or should I say Indigo Plateau. And now let's heal up our Pokemon for the last time in the main game. And then afterwards I'm gonna grab Moltres from the PC in order to complete my team. Good thing I didn't have to use any rare candies on that thing because I had to train it up a little bit in Berry Forest. And man, did it work out very successfully. And as I said a few videos ago, I went back to the Celadon Game Corner to get a Charcoal just so I could raise its Fire-type moves. Unfortunately, I can't get a Magnet because, well, they only exist on Wild Magnetons. I'm not about to fight every Magneton just to get a Magnet. Okay, this guy who normally is at the gyms is going to tell me if I lose to any of the Elite Four members, I have to start over again. Alright, I'm going to put Zapdos in the lead because I'm going to be facing a Water type as soon as I enter. Okay, I'm just going to sell this Guard Spec because I don't really need it. Okay, for items I'm going to get 27 Max Potions to make 30. Full Restores, I probably don't need a whole lot, so I'm just going to go with 5 to make 10. Revives, let's go with 24 to make 30. And as for full heals, let's go with 17 to make 20. Yeah, I know I spent a lot, but I can get it all back, hopefully. Okay, and now she's going to tell me about the Elite Four, facing them one by one. If I beat them, then the next door opens. Okay, we start off with Lorelei. If we were playing the Let's Go games, then we would have encountered her a whole lot earlier, say around Route 10. Why? Because we would have been ambushed by a few rocket grunts and then Lorelei comes to our rescue. But since this isn't the Let's Go games, this is the first time we're encountering her. Okay, and the battle begins. I did say she starts off with a water type, and that would be Dewgong. I don't really know Dewgong's stats by heart, so maybe Thunderbolt should do it in one hit. Let's see. Okay, is it gonna go down one hit? Oh wow, just barely survived from the red. Oh, at least I paralyzed it. Oh, safeguard, huh? Well, you're kind of late on that, because I already paralyzed you. Yeah, normally it goes for either Safeguard or Hail. Hail is kind of annoying because it hits you every turn, assuming you have any Ice types, and it might power up some Ice type moves, especially Blizzard. If she had Blizzard, that is. Oh, now it goes down. Okay, looks like I had a low damage roll that first time. Yeah, that really sucks that that happens. Alright, Slowbro. Okay, this one actually might survive a Thunderbolt because it is kind of bulky, so let's see if it can take a Thunderbolt. If it does, then I'm kind of scared of what it might actually do. It might raise up its stats or something. Okay, but doesn't survive. That's good. Alright, and here comes the big guns, Lapras. Okay, I know I'm not going to take this thing down one hit, so I'm just going to put up a light screen just to cushion the blow a little bit. Oh, Confuse Ray. Usually goes straight for Ice Beam, but yeah, looks like it wants to confuse me. But given how Ice Beam could potentially do a lot of damage, even with the light screen, I've got to get rid of that confusion. I have no choice. Okay, please don't freeze me, please don't freeze me, please don't freeze me. Okay, good. I was actually scared that it would actually happen. Okay, it didn't really do a whole lot, and this leftovers is saving my ass. Okay, let's see how much damage a Thunderbolt would do. I'm banking on maybe put it in the red or something. Oh, okay then. Oh, another paralysis hacks. That's good. Alright. This battle's going my way. But unfortunately that little Sitrus berry is going to kick in, putting it back in the yellow, but it really shouldn't matter that much because next turn it should be as good as dead. Unless she uses a full restore. Okay, no. Okay, she had just enough HP for me to avoid a full restore. Okay, so overall Lapras didn't give me any trouble, because usually I think it's by far her team's biggest threat. Okay, Jynx. Normally I would focus on Jynx's horrible physical defense, but I just want to give Moltres some on-screen action. Even if Jynx's special defense is, I guess, kind of better. I think. Alright, one-hit KO, that's good. And down it goes. And her last Pokemon, Cloyster. Okay, Cloyster should not be any trouble at all, considering its special defense absolutely sucks. Unless, of course, it decides to stall me with any moves. Whatever it is. Okay, light screen's gone. Well, it served its purpose very well. I took that Ice Beam very well. Okay. Cloyster's not going to stall for time, because this thing might actually have Protect or something. I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to put the moveset in the movie description just so you can take a look to see if I was right or something. And I get $5,400 from Lorelei. Could have been $9,800 or something, but I think I'll do that in the next battle. Okay. I'm just going to put Venusaur up first, and let's see. Let's switch up the items a little bit. I'm just going to give Hypno the Amulet Coin. Considering the fighting types I'm going to face are kind of slow, I think it's only natural if I give something like that to Hypno. Okay, next time, more of the Elite Four.